it's Anna. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I was able to achieve this look using only drugstore products. The video may be a little bit lengthy just because I tried to make it as beginner friendly as possible. For those of you that are just starting to dive into the world of makeup and are not sure where or how to start, I made sure to throw a little bit of tips and tricks in there that are hopefully going to make you guys feel a little bit more comfortable. I felt like drugstore products were a good place to start just because that's how I learned how to do makeup. And I also feel like drugstore products are accessible to everyone. So with that being said, if you guys enjoy this look, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And let's jump right into the tutorial. I'm gonna start by priming my skin. When you're gonna go out to get a primer, you wanna make sure that you get a primer that really caters to your certain skin type. So for example, I have very oily skin and large pores around this area, so naturally I would gravitate towards a mattifying primer or a pore minimizing primer. If you have more of a drier skin type, you want to make sure that your primer is more luminous and more hydrating. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this, not all over my face, but just in the certain areas where I feel like I need, like to mattify and to well, actually this is not pore minimizing, this is just mattifying, but in the places where I get oiliest the most, so it's usually always around here and here. You don't have to apply this all over your face. I definitely don't, but just in the areas where you feel like, y'all get it. I also like to put it here where I have a lot of breakouts and dark spots, just because I like to focus a lot of my foundation there, and I like to make sure that when I do apply it on these specific areas, it goes on even. It goes on evenly. And I just put a little bit on my forehead. She's a big girl. She doesn't need much help. For brows, I'm going to be using this pencil by CoverGirl. When I'm using a pencil, what I do is I try to fill in the sparse areas in my brow, and then when I'm done doing that, then I'll kind of lightly try to shape my eyebrow, but I won't necessarily go in and carve it. Now that the brows are filled in, go ahead and grab my LA Girl concealer, and I'm just going to clean up under the brows. I'm trying to see where's my, okay. And I'm gonna do that with this flat brush. I like to carve my brows. I really like to take my time when I do carve my brows, because for example, if I didn't really like the way that I filled them in, when you go ahead and you carve them, you not only are you cleaning up your mistakes, but you're giving your brow more definition, more shape. For foundation today, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD High Definition Foundation. I'm in the shade Warm Beige. So I'm gonna get a pump of this foundation. I'm just gonna put it, actually 2 pumps. I'm gonna put it in the back of my hand, and what I like to do is I like to get it with my middle finger, and I like to just dot it all around my face. I'm gonna go in with this Morphe M439 brush. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and highlight my face. I'm gonna be using 2 concealers. I'm gonna go in with LA Girl Pro Conceal Medium Beige and Creamy Beige, but I'm gonna apply Creamy Beige first, and I just put it right here. I don't like to drag my concealer all the way out because I already have a very wide face. So if I drag it all the way out, then my face is just going to look wider. Okay. Usually people highlight their forehead, but no thank you. Okay, so I'm just going to let the concealer sit there for a bit. And I'm going to go ahead and contour in the shade Toast. I'm doing essentially what works for me, but what may work for me may not work for you. So contour according to the face, according to the illusion that you want to give. The Real Technique sponge, and I'm gonna just blend that out. Okay, so now that I'm done blending that out, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the shade 320. I like to do this before I go ahead and bake because I feel like when I do this first and then I go in with my baking powders, it just kind of helps blend all the powders together, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go in with this little kabuki brush and just lightly spritz my face with a little bit of finishing spray. This is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. I'll just do a light spritz just because I am gonna be like packing some powders and I don't want to look cakey. This is the first time I've ever really set my under eye with like a translucent white-ish powder, so I'm kind of scared because I don't want to get any flashback. I'm going to be using the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. Now what I'm going to do is just bake under my contour area. I am very generous when it comes to powder under the contour area just because like I want that part to purposely look lighter just so my contour could stand out more. So for bronzer today, I'm going to go in with the Milani Baked Bronzer in 05 Soleil. I hope I pronounced that right. I love this bronzer. The first time I used it, I literally fell in love with it. I feel like it's such a cute color, like such a cute tone, especially now that summer's approaching. And I'm going to go in with this a small little angled brush. This is from BH Cosmetics. I'm not going to go ahead and, for my favorite part of the video, I'm going to go in and start on the eyes. So I have a little bit of creasing. Just going to blend that out. Go in with this big fluffy BH Cosmetics brush. Just going to set that so it doesn't crease anymore. Today we're gonna be using the e.l.f. Matte for Matte eyeshadow palette in the shade Summer Breeze. So these are basically the shades that come in the palette. It's not like a super wow palette, but for a beginner, I feel like it's the perfect palette. The colors are super cute. I'm gonna go ahead and use this Morphe B13 brush. I'm gonna use this color right here, and I'm gonna put that all over. I'm gonna just wash that all over the eye. This Morphe M433, and I'm gonna tap into this shade right here, and I'm gonna put that, as opposed to all over the lid, I'm gonna put that a little bit lower on the crease. So as you guys can see, I applied that color on the crease area. I'm gonna go back in with that big fluffy brush that we used to put the color all over the lid, and I'm just going to blend it out and just intensify that color as I go. I'm not gonna go in crazy and like apply it all at once and then blend after, just because for me at least, like I feel like it's just harder like that. This purple color right here, I hope you guys could see it. This purple color right here. I'm just gonna add that into the outer corner of the eye. It's okay if the eyeshadows are not looking, you know, as good right now. We're not even halfway done with the look. So, gotta just trust the process. This is a flat brush from BH Cosmetics. I'm gonna go in LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Creamy Beige. And I'm gonna get the concealer and I'm just gonna put it onto the back of my hand like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut the crease. Okay, so now that we cut that crease, I wanna go in with another flat brush and that same e.l.f. Matte for Matte palette, and I'm gonna go in with the lightest shade to kind of set that crease color shade. I'm gonna go in with this color right here, and I'm just gonna set that in place before it just starts to move and look crazy. I'm gonna go in with the Coty Airspun, and I'm gonna add that on top of the lid as well. I'm gonna go with a fluffier brush. This, I've actually never used this brush before. This is the Morphe M441. I'm gonna go in with this same purple shade, and I'm gonna kind of push it in here just so we could blend the white and the purple together. But just and I'm gonna go in again with that big fluffy brush and just kind of try to blend out any harsh edges. So now for my favorite part, we're going to add a little bit of glitter to the actual cut crease area. So this is a Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art. Okay, so now that we're done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off this bake. So the lower lash line, I'm just gonna go in with that same purple shade that we used on our crease. This one right here. This is the one I like to use for lower lash line. It's a little bit, this brush is an e.l.f. brush. This is an e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush. It's a little bit more dense and compact, so it really goes. I'm gonna go in with this pink shade right here, and I'm just gonna Oh, I have a mirror right here. That mirror's not that good. I'm just gonna put it over the purple just so everything could just blend nice and easy. I'm gonna highlight before I do anything of that sort. I'm gonna apply blush, then I'm gonna highlight. For blush today, I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. blush palette in the shade Light. This blush shade right here. For highlighter today, I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in the shade. Does this have a shade? It doesn't. I think. Oh, Golden Flower Crown. I was about to say I don't think it has a shade name. Okay, so I'm gonna apply this highlighter in the high points of my face. If you have texture skin like I do, you want to make sure that you don't apply the highlighter on areas that's gonna like emphasize your texture, if that makes sense. I love putting highlighter on my cupid's bow. So as you guys can see, I have a pimple right here, so I'm not gonna put highlighter over it just because if I do, it's just gonna emphasize it even more. I'm just gonna focus the highlighter on this region of my face. And now, to finish up the look, we're gonna go in with this gloss. This is in the shade Dollface, but I literally don't even remember what's the name of this brand. I got this from the Family Dollar, so. But I really like it. It's one of the only glosses that I own that like have color. I don't really have that many glosses. All of my glosses are very transparent. Okay, so to finish off the look, I'm gonna go in with one last spritz of the Milani Make It Last setting spray. For mascara today, I'm gonna go in with the Revlon Ultra Volume mascara. I love this mascara, to be honest. I don't feel like I really tried out a lot of mascaras in the drugstore, but this mascara, like, even in comparison to a lot of high-end mascaras that I have, is amazing. Like, it adds so much volume, so much length to my lashes. I love it so much. Highly, highly recommend. Okay guys, that wraps up the video. I tried to be as informative as possible. However, if you kind of got confused along the way, I'm going to write down everything in the description box below, from the products that I use to the order that I use them in and the technique that I use to apply the product. So with that being said, I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below telling me what you guys want to see next. I have a whole list of ideas for this channel and I'm super excited to have finally began filming. I love YouTube so much. I love watching YouTube videos, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.